Hey guys, I love Card Hockey here, and today I'm here with another Cardfight Vanguard deck profile. Today we'll be doing a deck profile on the Harri deck. So Harri is the new G revived unit for Pale Moon. And yeah, let's get into the deck profile. So for the starting Vanguard, we're running the Harri starter, just because. And next we're running 4 of the new Harri. So Harri has a new mechanic. It's called Stage. And Stage is basically all your Excel markers. Instead of having them in different columns, they're stacked into one column, and you can only have one stage on the field. But the Stage mechanic works really well with the new finisher of the deck, which I'll explain a bit later. But yeah, Stage, and this deck is running a new system called the Maggies, or new engine called the Maggies. And basically, the whole deck will just revolve around having different Maggierana on the field so that you can pump up the power of your finisher, which is Starry Pop Dragon. Starry Pop Dragon has 0 attack on his own, but he gets plus 5,000 power for every Maggierana you have on the field with a different name. And if you have to place it on the stage, so when you place it on the stage, you get an extra Excel marker with his skill. So you pump up his power with the Excel markers and the different names, and then you'll be able to hit, when you hit 40k, he gets guard restrict. So on the first ride, usually you won't be able to hit the 40k without a trigger, but that is fine. Just gotta sack your way to the top. But yeah, he's a pretty good finisher. He's kind of what we needed a long time ago, but yeah, pretty good. Next, we're also running one Dorian. So Dorian is mainly here just to help you get all your Maggierana back into the soul, because the Maggierana themselves can't go into the soul with their own effect. They don't really have a Venus skill. So if you're up against decks that heavily retire, then you might come into a bit of a problem. And you also don't get to reuse their Maggierana skills, so that's also a bit of a problem. So Dorian is here just to help you put them back in your soul, and most of the time you'll be able to draw 2 at the end of the turn, which is also kind of nice. Next, we are running 4 Lure Pigeon Pop. So Lure Pigeon Pop is the only way you can call out your Starry Pop Dragons. Basically, what he does is when he attacks, you can put him back in your hand with a counterblast 1, and then search your deck or drop zone or your hand and call a Starry Pop Dragon. So the only place you can't call out the Starry Pop Dragon from is from the damage zone. So that's why we're running 2. In case one gets stuck in the damage, then you can still play the deck. Problem happens is if you you recheck 2 Starry Pop Dragons, and then you better hope for a heal, or else you're pretty much gonna need to scoop. And he also has a secondary effect, which is to put a Maggierana from your drop zone back into your soul, which kind of helps if you are playing against a deck that can retire, or if you called over a Maggierana to, refresh the skills. So it's kind of nice. Next, we're running 2 Dealer Jaclyns. So Dealer Jaclyn is mainly here to help you filter out your Maggierana and put them into your soul. It'll also help you search for Lure Pigeon Pop, so that you can, because you really do need to draw into Lure Pigeon Pop in order for the deck to function properly, which is why we are running 4. But yeah, I'm not running more than 2 Dealer Jaclyns because she doesn't really do anything late game. So next we are going to be running 4 Maggierana Piranha. So talking about the Maggierana, all of them have a skill, which is when they are retired from the Guardian Circle, they go into Soul. So whenever you guard with them, they go into Soul, which is pretty good. Makes guarding a lot easier because you don't have to worry about throwing away your combo pieces. And Piranha is also good because she helps you pump herself as well as Harri's attack numbers. So if you call her out with Harri, she'll be swinging for 24, which is not bad. Next, we are running 3 Lunatech Dragons. So Maggierana Lunatech Dragon is another Maggierana, and whenever he is called with the Harri ability, you can choose one of your opponent's rear guards and put them into the soul. So it's pretty decent. Doesn't outright retire, which is pretty good for some decks, I guess. Gives them extra soul to use, so they can soul last more. But the skill is pretty much free, so I'm not really mad about that. We're only running 3 though, because we have to make space for the Pigeons and Jaclyn. So if you want to adjust the ratio, if you want to take out the Dorian, you can for an extra one of these, but I don't really recommend it. So for the great ones, we're running 4 Masquerade Bunny, helps you search out your Harri. Since this deck does run a low grade 3 count, you want to have this to get your Harri and correct your ride. She's also a 13k booster, which helps you hit numbers with Harri. So definitely not bad. Next, we are running 2 Betties. So Betty was another card that I really had problems running with before. I dropped her down from 4 to 3 to now 2. Mainly because I find her a lot less useful than I thought in the beginning. When on ride, you can draw one and then choose a card from your hand to put in a soul, which sounds pretty good. But that's pretty much all she does. On the rear guard circle, you can rest her to look at top 3 and put a Maggierana into your soul. But a lot of times, you're not going to use this effect too often. Mainly because you don't really have space to place her out on the field. 2 of your back rows are already going to be Maggieras. So if you rest it, either you're not boosting one of your Maggieras, you're not boosting your Harri, which might be problematic sometimes. So a lot of times I'd rather have Masquerade Bunny on the field just so I can boost for higher numbers. But Betty, you can run 3-3. What I was doing before is 3 Masquerade Bunny and 3 Betties, which was also okay. But Masquerade Bunny definitely does help me out a lot more if I don't have Harri in my starting hand. So there's my reasoning for that. Next, for the great ones, we're running 4 Flying Parenton. He's also a Maggierana, and he helps you draw one when he's called by a Harri effect, which is really good. Not much else to say about that. So next we are going to be running 3 Darkside Mirror Masters. So Darkside Mirror Master is another grade 1 Maggierana, and she helps you countercharge, which is pretty good for this deck because this deck doesn't really have any other way to countercharge except for this. And it does help you refresh your plays a bit so that you can maybe stall a bit more with your Harri plays. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather have a draw one than a countercharge though, because even if you are countercharging one every turn, it's still not fast enough to countercharge your 2 counterblast you need for a turn to use Harri and Pop Pigeons. But still pretty good. I really like these Great 1 Maggieras because they're 10k shield. So it definitely does help with the plays. Like you guard with 10k and then they go into soul, and then you're pretty much set. You don't have to worry about your great ones. If you want to run max out the Maggieras, you can take out a Betty, and then maybe you'll take out another Betty for a Lunatech. I don't really recommend it though, because the Maggieras in the early game, they're pretty much just shield. They don't really do anything early game. But I think 4-3 is pretty good. Or you can, if you value the counter charge more than the draw one, then you can run 4 Darkside Mirror Master and then 3 Parringtons. But each to his own. Next, we are running 6 draws. So these draws is mainly just here to help you fuel Harri's effect and help you draw more into your combo pieces. And it's also discard fodder for Masquerade Bunny. And since you have the crit from your Pop Dragon, I don't really feel like maxing out the crits is the right way to go in this build. But we are running 6 crits and 4 heals after that. So overall, I think this deck it's pretty solid. It definitely has a lot more pressure than your Luquier build. Because Story Pop Dragon is kind of like a ticking time bomb for your opponent. Once you know you hit the threshold, they can't use the Sentinels. So they have to ditch out quite a few cards from their hand in order to guard the attack. Which is nice. So they want to finish you as soon as possible so that you don't build up your Story Pop Dragons. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Yeah, I think I will probably update this for premium, but I don't know when I'll have time to playtest it, since I have to also playtest some Digimon decks. So yeah, very busy. And I also started playing Final Fantasy 14 again. So yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you guys haven't. And subscribe if you want to see more Cardfight Vanguard deck profile. And smash that like button for me so that you can help me with the YouTube algorithm. Anyway, this is Cardtaku, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!